What are you supposed to do in this lifetime? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Choosing Gratitude. I'm Karen from ChoosingGratitude.net, and on this channel, I talk about tools and resources to help you create your dream life. If you're new here, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell. And today, let's talk about what is the purpose or the mission of your life. Many of my clients come to me and tell me that they feel lost. They feel that they don't know what they're supposed to do in this lifetime, and they feel stuck. They feel like there has to be some mission or purpose about their life, but they don't feel it. Today, I really want to dive deep into this topic because if you're not aware of your mission and your purpose in your life, if you're not living that, you really can't feel the divine joy of your life. And no matter how much you have achieved, no matter how much money you have or what great job, great relationships you have, if you don't feel that you're aligned with your divine purpose, you're not gonna have a happy life. Every year we hear some amazing, famous people just decided to end their lives. And we often ask why. They seem to be people who already have everything, but how come they're not feeling fulfilled? I want to reassure you that you did not come into this lifetime without a purpose, okay? So first, let's talk about the concept of a soul contract. Would you like to have a quick, easy, and free way to understand the divine secret of your life in 10 to 15 minutes? Would you like to get a lifeline to the universe? I'm Karen E, and I'm an intuitive Chinese astrologer. I put my decades of study of Chinese astrology into creating this Decode Your Life Chinese Astrology Training Kit. Now you can manifest your dream life by partnering with the universe. Just go to www.choosinggratitude.net/decode to download it for free. I think this is a concrete way to understand that you are here for a reason. You're here for a purpose, and you're worthy because your soul had a contract, an agreement with God, with the entire universe. A soul contract is basically an agreement that you have agreed upon with the universe before you entered into this lifetime. You may be asking me, well, how do I know my soul contract? And the answer is, you don't really need to know your soul contract, but you need to feel your soul contract. And the purpose of every single soul contract, according to my spirit guides, is that you need to experience as much joy and fulfillment in this lifetime. So before you enter this lifetime, you made a pact with your creator, with God, with the divine, that in this lifetime, you're going to evolve more. You're going to have more joy and more fun and more gratitude and more expansion in this lifetime comparing to your previous lifetime. So that is the essence of your soul contract. So don't think this as something so out of reach, so nebulous. No, this is very concrete. So the purpose is to experience more, expand more, and be more aligned with who you truly are. In other words, your soul contract is only signed for one purpose, and one purpose only is to remember who you are. And who are you? Let me ask you this. Who are you? If you're just telling me, oh, I'm so-and-so, this is my family, this is my job. No, that's not who you are. That's just a mask of who you are, okay? Once you leave this lifetime, none of that would matter. But what truly matters is that you are a divine being in this human experience. It's very similar to, when you watch a show, when you watch a movie. Let's say you follow the Game of Thrones for 10 years, right? And when you're watching the Game of Thrones, you almost become one of the characters, right? But when the show is over, guess what? After 10 years, the show is finished, but you are still here, right? So your soul contract is basically an observer contract. It's almost like you told the universe, I'm gonna watch this show from the beginning to the end for this period of time. My spirit guides told me that there are 3 aspects of your soul's contract. So the first aspect of your soul's contract is to find joy in spite of challenges, pain, and karma. This is huge because most people think that once they are aligned with their mission and their purpose, life is just gonna be all fun. It's not like that because in this 3D world, in this human experience, sometimes challenges and pains are just unavoidable. And in a way, challenges and pains and even your bad karma are here to shape you into a more powerful being. And all of these things are forcing you to look within and find that divine essence of who you are. So that's why, the first aspect of your soul's contract is to find joy in spite of these things, meaning you need to transcend the pain in your life. You need to transcend the challenges in your life, not eliminating, okay? The other day I went to do my hair and I don't know if you can see, my stylist added a little shade of red into my hair because this year, according to my Chinese astrology, I need to add the fire element. So I wanted to add a little red. Red is fire. And my stylist told me that, you can't just color your whole head red. It's gonna look really weird, right? So that's why she did like a red ombre. It's probably not showing on camera, but it shows when I'm under the sun. It looks really nice, and that's what my guides told me about life. Your ombre is like the joy in your life. It's not like going to be everywhere because if you only have one color, one shade in your life is going to be really, really boring. Okay, that's why you need the pain, the challenges, and just because the pain and challenge exist, joy becomes so much more powerful. So the second aspect is find more ways to love and appreciate yourself every single day. Throughout the day, are you loving and appreciating yourself? Do you tell yourself, oh, great job? Do you tell yourself, I really enjoy this day. I really love you. I really appreciate you. How much self-love and self-appreciation do you experience every day? Don't confuse self-love with arrogance, okay? When you compare yourself with others and you feel that you're better than others, that's not self-love. That's in a way self-hatred because other people and you are one, okay? So you need to really distinguish that. Self-love and self-appreciation is unconditional. It's loving and appreciating yourself regardless of what you look, where you are in life. So my question to you is, are you able to love and appreciate yourself every single day? My guides are telling me that all you need to do is to try a little bit more every day. It's like exercising that muscle, right? It doesn't happen overnight, but over time, you're going to build that deep sense of self-love and self-appreciation. Once you can truly live the second aspect, now you can advance to the third aspect, which is find ways to spread your self-love and self-appreciation to others because you and others are one. So these are actually the only 3 things you signed up to do when you came into this current lifetime. Number 1, experience joy in spite of the pain and challenges. Number 2, truly experience self-love. And number 3, spread your self-love to others and love others as if they were you because they are you, okay? So now you may be asking, well, Karen, I was trying to find out if I should be, doing this job or that job, or should I be starting my business, or should I go into this industry or that industry? And my guides are really telling me that these concrete things will help you experience deeper joy, deeper self-love, and deeper compassion for others. And according to Chinese astrology, every 10 years, our energy cycle shifts. So in a way, there is actually no permanent things you need to do, right? I think it's really an illusion that people think that, oh, my end game is to become this movie star, and win Oscars. And for some people, yes, that's their life path, it's just one single line. But majority of us actually shift our focus every couple of years, and that is totally okay. This is just a divine rhythm of your life. My guides are telling me that you can actually pick anything to experience joy and self-love and self-appreciation. Unfortunately, we live in a society where certain things are glorified and other things are neglected, okay? But in fact, there is no big difference between, being a dentist, cleaning people's teeth, and being a janitor, cleaning the floor. In our world, people seem to glorify the dentist, right? But ultimately, how much joy you experience have nothing to do with how the society views you. You really need to understand that. And it doesn't mean that you can't pursue, being a dentist, or you can't pursue being the movie star. No matter what you do, it doesn't matter. It's how you be in each and every moment. Going back to the art of Chinese astrology, every 10 years, your energy cycle shifts. I remember, when I was going through my previous 10-year cycle, I was so much into finding my soulmate and finding the perfect job for myself. Now I'm at the end of this current energy cycle. I feel like right now, my focus is more in growing my business and spreading love and appreciation to others. I'm not even in the market to look for a job because I have my own business. You see, life will naturally give you different circumstances and different dreams and goals and desires. It's okay to keep following those things, but the most important thing is to find joy on the journey. Find love on the journey. No matter what a boring job you do, if you can find just one thing every day that you appreciate, if you can just find one aspect about yourself that you appreciate every day, I assure you that grand thing you think you will be doing will actually come to you easily. Because in the eyes of the divine, those things are the easiest thing to manifest. What's harder to manifest is actually the essence, the joy, the self-love, and the compassion you have for others. Now let me give you some concrete steps to align yourself with your life's purpose and your life's mission, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is to really look back on every single year of your life and kind of chart your life. I used to do this before I got into Chinese astrology, and actually the result of my charting is very similar to what I get from astrology readings. You want to go back at least 10 years or as far back as you can remember and start remembering your life. Which year? What were you doing? What was your focus? What was your mission at that time? And over time, you're actually going to have a chart of your own flow of life. And you're going to start discovering what is important to you. And once you're done with this chart, you're going to have more insights and wisdom about your own life. Now you can go to step 2, which is identify the theme for the next 5 to 10 years of your life. You really need to look in the long run, okay? I don't want you to just look at right now. I want you to look ahead and ask yourself, what would I be doing today that would benefit me in 5 to 10 years? What should I do? Which industry should I go into? What job should I do? But, do this very loosely and don't be too attached to anything you come up with, because life will naturally bring you different opportunities and life will naturally give you the insights of which way to go. If you have a theme for the 5 to 10 years, guess what? You're naturally become aligned with your soul's mission, because your soul is never short-sighted. Your soul is always looking at all about you. Guess what? Past and future doesn't exist. All there is this moment of now, meaning your future is right now. Okay, so when you identify this theme, you are really crafting a path to a future that you desire. And step number 3 is to start finding joy in every small things in life. Like right now, when I'm making this video, I'm actually looking at my patio and I'm actually seeing a squirrel climbing my tree, and my dog is sitting right next to me. My house is quiet. I just enjoy this moment. There's nothing particular about this moment. There's no grand winning the lottery or a great success of something. But you know what? I am just feeling the joy right now. So I really, really want you to experience this. You can experience this joy in this moment. And guess what? When you experience it, all the doors to different parallel universes will open up for you, and what you think you want to manifest will come to you easily, naturally, and everything will start to flow. And it's all about defining that flow state. And if you want to have something more concrete, you can use Chinese astrology to help you understand your core energy. If you haven't taken my free Chinese astrology training, just go to choosinggratitude.net/decode. You'll be able to identify your core energy, and then you can start to mold your energy and become more aligned with who you really are. Ultimately, I want you to understand that the mission and purpose of your life is an ever-changing thing, okay? It's not a fixed object or a fixed job, a fixed person, a fixed path. It's really, all roads leading to Rome, right? So it's about this changing and shifting energy that you're constantly molding. The material you use to mold this energy is really your love, your compassion, and your joy and your gratitude. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video.